Continuing on in the 2021 season previews, we have the San Jose Sharks. San Jose. You guys have had a lot of controversy relatively over the past couple of forever. Even today you had something involving the one, the only, Evander Kane. So, look, this is not a video about Evander Kane. We're going to pretend that none of that's happening. We're going to pretend that none of that's happening whatsoever. Nothing. That whole Evander Kane drama, it never happened. Never happened. But it is something I'll probably talk about when it gets resolved. But not in this video. This is about generally the entire team's preview. And I've spoken before about San Jose. They're a rebuilding team. I don't like what they're trying to do. They're still trying to go all in and win, but their defense is full of god-awful contracts. Even some of their forwards have bad contracts. It's just a crapshoot in San Jose, to be honest. And we're going to cover it all here: key departures, key arrivals, last season, and the projected lineup. And, of course, the question we ask every time, do they make the playoffs? First off, if you're new to the channel and you have not already subscribed, please make sure to do that, as we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2021. I really would appreciate it. I think we're 81 away now, if I'm not mistaken. 81 is 919. We may gain more between then and now, but you never know. So if you guys can subscribe, I really appreciate it. I won't waste any more time. Let's get into the preview. So last season for the San Jose Sharks was, to be honest, actually it wasn't that bad. 21, 28, and 7 with 49 points, and of course they missed the playoffs at 26th overall in the NHL. That's not bad. I mean, sure, 26 overall doesn't look good, but with their record, that's not bad, to be honest. And, there wasn't really points where they were just god-awful. There wasn't really points where they were like, oh, they're doing awesome, they're going to make the playoffs, they're going to be, they're going to be that 4 seed. No, it kind of was just, in the middle of the pack. They would win games, lose games. They never really went on a big winning streak. They never really went on a big losing streak. So, they were just kind of in the middle. And, that's a good thing to a degree. But then again, overall, obviously your goal is to make the playoffs. But you know what? Yeah, I mean, you got William Eklund out of it. So your key departures list for the San Jose Sharks consists of not a lot of people. Not really that many guys that are really of note, to be honest. They lost Alexander True to the Seattle Kraken, as we talked about earlier today. They also lost Maxim Letunov, Greg Paterin, Robbie Russo, a guy named Curtis Gabriel who's been with the Sharks team for a while. They also lost a goalie that I liked for a little bit, and then he got bad. Martin Jones. He's on the Flyers now. I wish he would become the Jones he was a couple years ago, but whatever, I don't really care. Christian Giaros and Joseph Coronar. Of course, Coronar, they lost in the Aiden Hill trade. We'll get into all that stuff. So, not a lot of big-name guys there. And for a team who is kind of heading towards a rebuild, that's a bit concerning, to be honest. Now, they might be able to just chip around and avoid the rebuild altogether. Because, look, they have Eklund, they have Weisblatt, they have Tomas Hertl developing. They have a couple other guys in that prospect pool that are solid. They could possibly chip around this. If they're bad next year, which they probably will, they could potentially chip around this. But with their key arrivals, it doesn't look like they want to rebuild. Your key arrivals list for the San Jose Sharks consists of, honestly, when you look at this, I actually really like a lot of guys that they acquired. They acquired Nick Bonino from the Nashville Predators, I think, maybe. Or maybe it was the Minnesota Wild. I can't remember. But anyways, they somehow got Nick Bonino. They just signed him through free agency. They also got James Reimer for free agency. Solid pickup. I always liked him. Aiden Hill. Arizona Coyote. There's a jersey coming soon. It may or may not be a Kachina, and it may or may not be Aiden Hill. Just saying. But Aiden Hill, I've always liked him. I loved him, and it really sucks to see him go. But, I think he's going to do well with Reimer in that tandem. They also acquired a guy that I really like, Nick Merkley. And Nick Merkley, I've seen, he happened in the Taylor Hall trade, which still haunts my dreams. I need to make a video on that. I should have made it during this offseason, but I chose not to. Because I decided to take a 2-week break. Regarding Merkley, I think he's a solid, he works hard. He really does work hard. He's working hard to try and get to his NHL goal. And I think he's most definitely going to get time in the NHL this season. There's no doubt in my mind. They also got Andrew Cagliano from the Dallas Stars. Not a bad pickup there as well. Jacob Magna is depth, and a guy who I can't provide a picture for him because there's not that many. Lane Peterson, who I've had interactions with before. When he scored his first NHL goal, I congratulated him. He DM'd me back saying thank you. As well as that, when he left in the trade, I said best of wishes to you in San Jose. It sucks to see you go, but you know what? You deserve the best. And he said thank you. I appreciate it. Just getting some replies from NHL players makes me happy. But anyways, yeah, that's their key arrivals, and I think they're solid. But then again, it drives you the question: are they rebuilding? Like, that's the biggest question when I look at those key arrivals. So you can take that what you will, but that's what I think. Your projected lineup for the San Jose Sharks. Here we go. Top 6: Timo Meier, not Thomas Meier. Logan Couture, and if everything goes right, Patrick Kane. Second line: Andrew Cogliano, Tomas Hertl, and Kevin Labanc. So solid top 6. Again, if Kane stays on the team before the beginning of the season, or he gets just buried in the minors or something, that's what I think is going to happen. So I think Kane will be the first line, obviously. Solid first line there, good goal scoring, good assists, all that. Second line is solid. I've liked Tomas Hertl for a while. Labanc's solid. Cogliano, I'm not sure how he'll do on top 6. You could possibly move Matt Nieto, who I have on the third line, up to the second line, but it's up to you, whatever you want to do. As for the bottom 6 and the fill-ins, you have Matt Nieto, Nick Bonino, and Rudolph Balcers. Then you have John Leonard, Nick Merkley, and Barabanov. Then you have Gregor, Peterson, Weisblatt, and Gambrell as your other guys. So let's go through this. Third line, solid grit. Bonino, good depth center. Balcers I've always liked since he was in Ottawa. As for that fourth line, I think Merkley will get third line minutes, in my opinion. But I think if I was to pick out of the two that would get that third line center role, it would probably be Nick Bonino. But you could put Merkley up there as well. And then as for Leonard and Barabanov, I didn't see them play too much this season. I need to watch some more Sharks hockey. But I think that the Sharks, it's not bad depth, I guess. Then you have Weisblatt, obviously going to get a chance this year in the NHL. They'll probably give him third line minutes off the bat. Move Balcers down to the fourth line, or they'll filter the line somehow. And then of course Lane Peterson, who I think should be first line. Just kidding. I think he could be fourth line. I like the Sharks center core though, to be honest. I like Couture, I like Hertl. Bonino's solid. I like Merkley. I like Peterson. Gambrell, I've never been too high on him, but you know what? If he gets good, that's a good thing. As for the defense is just all their bad contracts. Mark Edgar Vlasic, Brent Burns, Radim Simek, Erik Karlsson, Mario Ferraro, and Kazishov. I forget the guy's first name. And then I also have Ryan Merkley, who I think's related to Nick Merkley. As a fill-in defender as well on the right D side. So, if all those guys were in their prime, that's one of the best defenses in the NHL. But when I look at that and I think to myself, I'm like, yeah, no, I can't see. I just can't see it, honestly. I don't really know how I'm gonna feel about that defense, and I've never really liked it. I never really liked it, anyways. Ever since Pavelski left, this team just went to crap. Then you have, of course, Aiden Hill and James Reimer as your other guys. So, of course, they're there. Aiden Hill will obviously be the starter. I think he's going to play solid in San Jose. I wouldn't say it's a better core. I was about to be biased there for a second. But Reimer, he's obviously playing on a much weaker core because the Hurricanes, they're the Hurricanes. They just matched Cagliano yesterday. But anyways. Yeah, I think Reimer's solid. He's going to play probably backup minutes, probably play 20 games a season. They might split it, actually. It really depends on how the Sharks want to go for this. They could play 40 and 40. It really depends on how they do this, to be honest. But overall, this team, I like the offense, kind of. I don't like the defense, and I like the goaltending. So, but do I ask myself, is this team a playoff team? I don't know, to be honest with you. Our final question for this video is, do the Sharks make the playoffs? No, I can't see it. And I know people had controversy with my Blues one, and I know people aren't going to like my Kraken one. Some people already haven't. To be honest, I don't see this team making it. And here's the thing. Sure, it's a weak division, and you're probably thinking, like, oh, he has Calgary making the playoffs over San Jose. Calgary, I think, has a better core. Sure, it might not be clicking, but if it clicks, that core is unstoppable. That core is sick. Like, Monahan, Gaudreau, anyways. We're not here to talk about the Flames. We're here to talk about the Sharks. I don't see them making the playoffs because I think there's other teams that are better than them. LA's better than them. To a degree, Anaheim's better than them. But we'll talk about them when we get to the Anaheim preview, which is like 20 previews away. But anyways, I like this core, kind of, to a degree. I hate the defense. I've already stated that. But everything else is okay. I just don't see it being a playoff team. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching. If you're a Sharks fan, please make sure to subscribe. I really would appreciate it. And yeah, thank you for watching. And I will see you guys in the next video. Adios.